Welcome to our OCI Security webcast. My name is Mahesh Thiagarajan and I lead security and developer platform here. I have been with OCI engineering team from its founding days, and I'm very happy to be here today, and I'm excited to share some new innovations about how OCI helps our customers secure their cloud applications. With these updates, we're helping our customers address security concerns in their cloud infrastructure and our SaaS portfolio. Let's jump right in. I'd like to start our conversation by discussing what is keeping so many security leaders like you up at night. There are many global and local security risks. Some of the broad concerns include geopolitical risks, supply chain vulnerabilities, and the ongoing pandemic. These concerns impact the security and stability of the global networks and make security leaders nervous. Locally, there are concerns about human error, misconfigurations, making your cloud application deployments a lot more vulnerable to increased attacks. And then there continues to be an ongoing talent shortage of cybersecurity talent and the rising demands on the IT budget. In the end, security professionals want to prevent security breaches and protect their company brand. Migrating to the cloud can help them address these security concerns, but it has not been as smooth as some customers hope. Instead, OCI is building security that helps customers reach their security goals. OCI believes there is a better way. We believe that security should be simple to set up and maintain, prescriptive that gives guidance for stronger security posture, and integrated into the cloud architecture for your security needs. Here's a brief set of examples of how OCI security services are simple, prescriptive, and integrated. For example, OCI Security Service automates the manual process of creating, deploying, and renewing private certificates, saving you valuable time. Oracle Cloud Guard embeds security expertise with pre-configured detectors and responder recipes to make you successful quickly. OCI Bastion integrates with Oracle IAM and security zones to set up private access to your cloud resources for a zero-trust architecture. And our customers agree. OCI has made cloud security easier. Here are some customers who have embraced OCI security. Motorola Solutions adopted CloudGuard and recognized the ability to go from detecting to responding and enforcing security policies very easily. They cut their information security expenses by about 15% because OCI provides built-in security capabilities such as CloudGuard at no added cost. Another customer who have successfully deployed OCI security services is Accenture. They were impressed by the setup, ease of use, and immediate results that CloudGuard provided about potential misconfigurations. These customers and more have seen how OCI security services can help them secure themselves on the cloud quickly and easily. Once again, security is built into all aspects of our cloud infrastructure. Simple, prescriptive, and integrated. Every service in OCI is built with these principles as a core requirement. We rely on these design principles to help our customers establish and maintain a strong security posture. And we're committed to making OCI as secure and simple to use with multiple layers of defense. Let's spend a minute talking about the layers of security, starting with storage and database. Your data must be kept secure to keep your organization running. With always-on, at-rest, and in-transit encryption, Oracle-managed or customer-managed keys, integrated secrets management, cross-region replication of your keys, hardware security modules, and certificate management, Oracle provides all the tools to keep your data secure. And at the compute level, Oracle has built security into the architecture of the infrastructure with a hardware root of trust card on every machine, signed firmware, hardened disk images, off-box networking, and autonomous patching using Linux OS. On the networking stack, we secure the network with a virtual cloud network, interface networking, private networks, fast connect, secure VPN, NAT, and multiple layers of gateways. To help customers watch over their cloud information, OCI offers posture management services, integrated threat intelligence and detection, vulnerability scanning, logging services, and out-and-out end-to-end auditability of their application. At the cloud edge, we provide DDoS protection, SD-WAN, along with enhanced WAF protection for both internal and external facing applications. And across the cloud, OCI provides secure ways to access services with identity and access management, including identity federation, role-based access policies, and ephemeral bastions. I recognize that some customers want to be hands-on with every aspect of security, but others may not have all the knowledge, expertise, or even desire to be involved with every detail. Either way, our goal is to help you close the cybersecurity skill gap to secure your cloud resources, and we're going to help you find issues and remediate them quickly. Let's hear a bit from IDC's Jay Bretzman, Program Director for IDC Security Products, about his impressions of OCI Security.
So with the benefit of some hindsight, most people have been migrating applications to the cloud for a couple of years now. Organizations really understand that it's safe to move their most critical applications over. So the question becomes one of best choice. Which cloud do you choose? OCI, with its design and security controls, have been very prescriptive and purposeful. They're built by people who run their business in the cloud every day. And what they've done is basically create an environment for their tenants that is very easy to consume and affordable.
Thanks, Jay, for your encouraging words about OCI. Oracle continues to expand our integrated security posture to help customers secure their workloads. I'm excited to share some of these new innovations with you today. With these advancements, Oracle brings advanced threat management capabilities to secure IaaS and SaaS applications on the cloud. With this launch, we're focusing on new areas to prevent threats and secure your applications, including a new network firewall service that is cloud native, powered by Palo Alto networks, custom security zones, making security zones easier for you to adopt, threat intelligence service and CloudGuard threat detectors, which uses multiple sources of intelligence and machine learning to separate the malicious and anomalous threat activity. Let's start with how we've made it easier for customers to identify and eliminate threats with a new network firewall service. The new OCI network firewall service is powered by Palo Alto networks and native to OCI. By turning it on, security operations teams can quickly and easily apply granular security controls on their inbound, outbound, and east-west traffic to their workloads running in OCI. Customers can immediately deploy network firewall service without needing to configure additional security infrastructure to secure their applications quickly. Our updated custom security zone now makes security policy management easier and more flexible than ever. It actively enforces security posture on OCI cloud compartments and prevents actions that could weaken a customer's security posture on the cloud. Security zone policies can be applied to various cloud infrastructure resource types, including network, compute, storage, database, anything that is a resource, to ensure your resources are secure and prevent security misconfigurations. Users determine which policies are appropriate for their needs by defining custom security zone policy sets. And lastly, security zones is deeply integrated with CloudGuard for that integrated security posture management. Our new Oracle Threat Intelligence Service provides threat indicators such as IP addresses associated with malicious activities, which provides improved visibility into latest threats so customers can respond quickly. With this service, we're eliminating the need to monitor multiple volumes of threat feeds or integrating threat intelligence from other services. This new service gets its intelligence from Oracle security researchers and third-party partners like CrowdStrike. And we have already integrated this service with CloudGuard natively so your team can detect and respond to threats very quickly. Oracle Threat Intelligence also integrates directly with the new Oracle CloudGuard threat detector. This uses Oracle's threat intelligence data, monitors targeted behavior models aligned with the MITRE attack techniques, and applies data science to help discover compromised environments very quickly. It takes advantage of known attacker behaviors and motivations to identify threat markers, and then combines those markers into a scoring algorithm based on attack progression. Oracle Threat Detector also analyzes the administrative actions on the tenancy using machine learning techniques to help alert security operators of rogue users, someone whose credentials have been stolen or their allegiance compromised. With Oracle Threat Detector, customers can focus on the most important threat alerts instead of wading through thousands of alerts, saving them time and resources for their security professionals. Not only is OCI Security securing the applications running on infrastructure, we're extending our portfolio to also secure the Fusion Cloud applications. Oracle Cloud now makes it easier for customers to both monitor their infrastructure and SaaS using a single cloud service. The new Oracle CloudGuard Fusion Applications Detector provides pre-built recipes to monitor security violations in the SaaS application. It has been created for Cloud HCM and Oracle Cloud ERP to detect changes to any sensitive security privileges and automatically triggers alerts. The detector monitors and detects SaaS activities related to personally identifiable information that could indicate potential issues around data handling, reporting, or exfiltration. With Fusion Applications Detector, customers get a consistent way to secure their applications across infrastructure and SaaS. And this offers customers a consolidated view of their security posture in Oracle CloudGuard. Let's hear from Jeff Wierer with a demo about how these new services fit together.
Hi, this is Jeff Wierer, Vice President of Product Management for Security Services at Oracle Cloud. Mahesh got to announce our new cloud security services, but I get the fun part of being able to demo them. So let's imagine we're onboarding a new media customer, and I'm the one helping them secure their OCI environment for the first time. To provide secure access and protect against threats, I'm enabling our new network firewall. This will inspect the internet traffic for the front-end compartment. I need to define network firewall policies that specify the type of traffic and the protective action I want the firewall to take. The policies that I'm setting up key on 3 specification lists. First, an application list that specifies specific ports. Second, a list of URLs. And finally, a list of IPs that define the IP addresses and the CIDRs I want to allow. Next, I'll configure some firewall policy rules. These rules associate the application, the URL, and the IP parameters to an action. Now, in this case, that's going to be intrusion detection. The network firewall is doing 2 things. It will inspect traffic that matches our rules, looking for threats. And meanwhile, the firewall will block all non-matching traffic. Once I've defined our policy, I can create the network firewall. I just need to add a name, and then I select the policy, the virtual cloud network, what we call a VCN, the subnet, and then finally the availability domain. It takes a moment to create our network firewall. Once that is done, our health metrics will appear here in the UI. I want to protect against misconfigurations, so I'm going to add custom security zones, which is now integrated with CloudGuard to enforce policy on our compartments. From security and identity in the console, we select security zones. I'll create a custom recipe for our backend compartment. I need to add a name and a description. Because this is our backend compartment, I want to lock it down a bit. For example, I want to deny internet traffic and public object storage buckets. I'm only allowing database with backups. And finally, I'm denying various resource associations and movements that could otherwise impact our security posture. Now that I've selected the policies I want, I can hit create and the new recipe is created. And once our recipe is created, it's available and I can go ahead and associate it with one or more of our compartments. It's time to create our new security zone. I select the recipe that I just created and the compartment. I have to add a name and a description. I'll call it backend compartment security zone, and I'll also use that for the description as well. Now our new security zone is being created. See that yellow circle in the upper left? When it's done, that will turn green. And our backend security zone is ready. Next, I'm adding our threat intelligence service. Threat Intel pulls together the latest information about emerging threats from Oracle security teams, the security community, and our partner CrowdStrike. We've integrated this new service with CloudGuard, which uses this threat intelligence feed to monitor logs for suspicious activity. In this case, CloudGuard detects activity from what we believe is a suspicious IP address. We know this because multiple sources from our threat intelligence feed have associated it with malicious activity. This is an indicator that something bad may be happening, so we should investigate it further. Now let's set security team permissions for CloudGuard users. That way they are able to view the types of alerts. The next thing I want to show is CloudGuard's new threat detector. This service is continuously monitoring events, and it uses machine learning to help identify malicious activity. Threat Detector maintains resource profiles that include attack sightings and associated risk scores. Like any good cooking show, I've already enabled Threat Detector to baseline our environment. All right, a username Loki requires our attention. Although his score is below our threshold, let's drill into his profile. What you'll notice here is that a couple days ago, Threat Detector identified a brute force attempt. This is not a high severity event, but the system is confident that it's not a false positive. So how does that work? Threat Detector relies on multiple detector models aligned with the MITRE attack techniques. This enables it to identify compromised credentials with high confidence. Drilling down further on this problem, We can see that there's been no resource impact and it doesn't require any remediation. However, the IP addresses involved have a number of failed login attempts, and one of the addresses has been identified as a malicious IP. From here, it's easy for analysts to continue to monitor this threat. Thus far, we've seen how OCI Security Services help protect your cloud infrastructure. I'm going to switch here to show how we can do the same for Fusion apps. You'll notice now that we can use CloudGuard to create a Fusion apps target. This allows me to monitor our HCM and ERP applications. The Fusion apps Detector recipe contains a list of Detector rules that I can easily select by user. Now I'm creating a Fusion apps target for our customer. I'll choose Fusion apps as a target type. I'll set the name of the target and then choose the resources I want to monitor. In this case, I'm choosing login events, HCM cloud sensitive objects, and then role memberships and privileges. Finally, I choose the recipe for that target and create it. Now our security admins can use activity-based alerts to monitor access to sensitive objects within HCM and ERP applications. I'm going to drill into some of the problems identified. I want to take a look at this permission set added to a role. This is a high-risk problem. We can view the impacted resources, and if we want to, we can drill down further by clicking on problem history. I know I demonstrate it a lot. So to summarize, we looked at how easy it is to set up security for a new customer. I use CloudGuard to monitor the security posture of our infrastructure and our enterprise apps. And at the same time, I use security zones to proactively enforce policies that prevent human error and misconfiguring our cloud infrastructure. And that's it. Back to you, Mahesh.
Thanks, Jeff, for the great demo. Let's discuss how some customers are currently adopting our newer services. The first one is Ferguson Enterprises, who've been trying out the newer capabilities in Oracle CloudGuard and security zones. As we venture into the public cloud, Ferguson Enterprises is focused on cloud security. Oracle Security Zones integrated with Oracle CloudGuard helps Ferguson build safe environments and maintain security with true trust and verify security posture management. Ferguson is excited about all new OCI security features being delivered in Security Zones and CloudGuard. The next customer is a Japanese gaming company called Minet. Let's hear directly from them.
私たちマイネットは日本で設立されたオンラインビジネスの会社でゲームサービス事業をメインとし累計80ゲームタイトル以上を運営しています。私はセキュリティ部署のマネージャーとしてマイネットのセキュリティを確保するためさまざまな脅威に対する技術的な対策を日々行っています。2018年に不正アクセスによるセキュリティインシデントが発生し、その結果13タイトルが最大4ヶ月間サービス停止する事態となりました。長期間のゲームサービス停止はビジネスへ大きなインパクトを与えただけではなく、私たちの大事なユーザーさんの信用を裏切ることとなってしまいました。2018年のセキュリティインシデント以降、マイネットでは再発を防ぐべくさまざまな取り組みを行ってきており、オラクルのクラウドガードスレッドディテクターの導入もその一環です。以前からネットワークでの振る舞い検知はできていましたが、クラウドコンソールなどクラウド上の振る舞いまでは見えておらず、このセキュリティ確保は今後の課題でした。さらにオラクルクラウドインフラストラクチャー上で稼働するゲームタイトルが増えるにあたり、コンソールを操作するメンバーも増える一方、セキュリティへのリソースは限られているため、手軽に利用できセキュリティを強化できるクラウドガードスレッドディテクターはまさに望んでいたサービスでした。2018年のインシデント原因は社内アカウントの流出・悪用による侵入でした。マイターアタックのフレームワークに準拠しているクラウドガードスレッドディテクターによって AI を用いてクラウド上のコードを解析し、リスクにつながるユーザーの振る舞い検知を行ってくれるため、同様現象の再発防止効果を期待しています。社内アカウントを用いたログイン失敗、パートナー企業におけるアカウント共有などを検出することができました。結果としていずれも悪意のある行為ではありませんでしたが、これらの事象を検知できたことで、将来的に社内外から攻撃が起きてしまった場合でも検知可能な環境が整いました。オラクルクラウドガードスレッドディテクターであれば、数クリックという少ない導入工数でセキュリティ対策を実現できることは当社にとって非常に大きなメリットです。オラクルクラウドインフラストラクチャーは最新のセキュリティ機能をセキ 積極的に無償で機能を追加する姿勢を高く評価しています。私たちは新機能をいち早く利用し、セキュリティの強化を推進しています。マイネットグループではユーザーの皆様にゲームを通じて長くワクワクする空間を提供することをとても大切な企業理念の一つに掲げています。ユーザーの皆様には安心してその空間を楽しんでいただけるように、セキュリティに関してはこれからもより一層の強化と改善を重ねていきます。セキュリティは終わりのない戦いですが、先進的な機能であるオラクル、クラウドガード、スレッドディテクターを有効にして戦いを有利に進めましょう。
We encourage you to get started with OCI Security today. There are many ways to get started. You can learn more and try OCI for free at OCI.com. You can activate OCI security services in your tenancy today at cloud.oracle.com. Many of these services are included or can be turned on easily to start protecting your workloads in the cloud. And finally, get our latest updates by following OCI Security on Twitter at Oracle Security. Thank you for joining us today to hear about our latest innovations.